Hello and welcome to the This Is Metal Show with Tom Collier. And we're sponsored, of course, by our friends at Fire Rock Music. We'd like to thank them for that. And today we got on one of their artists, which is lead singer Jesica Espinoza from the band Jesikill. I love that name, you know, so very fitting. Tom was sharing with me that you were on X Factor. So let's talk a little bit about that. When was that, and what was that whole experience like for you?
I've been asked that quite a bit. Well, hi everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for welcoming me. X Factor, it was kind of satanic, I must say, to say the least. I'm just kidding. My mom laughed. No, it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought it was an extremely overwhelming experience. While I was in the middle of it all, there was a lot of great vocalists there, and a lot of the great vocalists that were there didn't get chosen for some reason to go on to the next levels, and I was like, what? So that's why I call it satanic.
I mean, you've got experience obviously up on stage and doing performing, but I imagine that's that extra kind of factor that you're competing with all these other great talents, and you're like, how you got to figure out how to make yourself stand out.
Well, usually I just, since they're at the show, I actually just was myself. I'm myself now, and I was myself then.
That's all you can do, and I think that's a good thing, because I got to be honest. I'd heard of your band a number of years ago, like like anybody that's on the internet. I always would see stuff about the band, and then about a month or so ago, Tom was telling me that they're going to be signing you to the label, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And so I wasn't too familiar with your music, but like I said, I've heard the band's name, and so I thought, okay, I'm going to have her on the show, so I want to check some music out. So of course I checked out the latest single for Metal Nights, and I tell you, my one time watching the video, this was my immediate reaction. Man, she's a female Dio.
Oh, thank you. Check this out. I don't know if you could see this, but I have a Dio tattoo.
Wow. So obviously he was an influence on you, huh?
Definitely. Dio is just, I always say Dio sabe todo. It's like he knows everything. It's Spanish.
And you're from Texas, so what's the metal scene like there?
Well, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I gotta say, it's the heavy metal capital. It's been called the heavy metal capital, and I think that San Antonio, Texas, lives up to its name.
Yeah.
There's a lot of support out here for metal, and I love it. It's real metal.
And it's not such a unique thing these days, but do you feel any of that added pressure being a female metal artist?
One of the biggest compliments that I ever received, and this happened multiple times, where they say, man, you don't have a gender to your voice. And I'm like, dude, that's the greatest compliment that I could ever ask for, because really? It's like, this is a little bit explicit, but one time I was singing on stage, and this was in Laredo, Texas, and some dudes, they like walked in, and after we were done on stage, the dude was like, wow, we heard somebody singing just like Dio, and we turned, we were like, that thing has tits on it. And I was like, dude, that thing is me. And no, I don't really have those, but no gender.
That's cool, because how often must you get that comparison to Dio, and then you can literally tell people, hey, I wear my influence on my sleeve, man.
Yeah. So he's on my flesh.
So Tom, now, tell us how the band Jesikill came to your attention, and what was your immediate reaction when you heard their music, and what made you guys at Fire Rock Music decide to sign them?
So she came through Mike Wilkerson, our head of A&R. He kept calling me. I mean, she's on different time zones. He's calling me like late at night and texting me and stuff like that. I go to bed early. So in the morning, I wake up to like all these emails. He said, I found this girl. I said, you got to listen to her. You got to check her out. And I was like, okay, great. So I'm a morning person. I'm up like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm listening to her. And I said, it's funny you said Ronnie Dio. I said, she's Ronnie Dio. She's Eric Adams. She is everything that metal loves, everything that we need and the world needs to hear. Yeah. And I called Mike, and of course Mike was asleep. I called and woke his ass up. And
Wake up, Mike.
I said, we have to sign this girl. Because what I said, this girl with the right structure behind us, I really think she's going to make her mark in music, and we're very proud to bring Jesica on here. And I think, and I've heard her new stuff, and I'm telling the world right now, she's got some killer new songs, a killer new band, and we are so happy to have her signed. And Mike, he definitely hit the nail on the head with her, because I was like, yeah, okay. Everybody tells me this and that. When I listened to her, I said, oh, and of course, Man of War, good friends, man. We just had the drummer on last night, right? I mean, we had Rhino on here, and I compare her to Eric Adams, who I think has got one of the greatest voices too, and Ronnie Dio.
Sure.
Jesica, you are a star in the making. We're going to help you out. We're going to do everything we can to make
Thank
sure
you so
the
much.
world hears it. We're not talking about San Antonio. We're talking about the world here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So again, Jesica, let me ask you, because again, I've been hearing noise about your band, and reading stuff on the internet for years. Why do you think, you've been getting some attention, but nothing real serious until now? I mean, why do you think somebody with your talent has taken that? You're kind of underground still, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good, that's a really good question. To me, look, it's been literally blood, sweat, and tears. I know that we've heard it thousands of times, millions of times, that term, blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, it's been ups and downs, working hard, musicians coming in and out, and it's just like, man, I just keep chasing the dream. The dream for me is just to sing, and I usually, well, I have a concept that I like to share with people, and it's about self-empowering, like metal, and not being alone, because there's metal people who love you. And to me, it's like, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to, like, just bring that to the next level. So
the whole point in asking that is that, like when Tom told me that he wanted to have you on the show, my immediate reaction was, I heard that band, Tom, but I can't even name a single song. But I've heard the band, and they're good, and that's my point. You're one of those bands that's still kind of underground. People have heard the band, and that's so. You kind of got name recognition. So let's talk a little bit about the name, because I mean, it's obvious it's based around your name. You're a front person of the band. You're one of the band's centered around. So I love the simplicity of it. It makes sense,
Jesikill, huh?
Yeah,
well, I never killed anyone.
No. But you kill them with your music. Kill them with your
I kill them with kindness. Well, Jesikill is something that it's been a nickname of mine since high school, and it's just stuck with me. I went to Harlandale High School over here in San Antonio, and everybody was pretty metal when I went there, so it was cool. Jesikill.
and getting back to the when you were on X Factor, I was curious, because they have all kinds of people with different kinds of talents on that show. And I'm sure one of the reasons you stood out is you're probably one of the few metal acts, if maybe the only metal act. Do you think, talk a little bit about that?
Well, so if I had a choice in a song, like, I chose the best song that I could think of that they had on some list of songs, but I would have done some like Judas Priest or some like Manowar or like some Maiden. I don't know, some powerhouse vocal, something like. I chose that song, Nobody Knows, because it had like a good message, like about you go through. Can I say?
Yeah,
can I say
that's cool. Yeah.
So you go through stuff. We go through stuff, and nobody really knows what you go through, and people always giving each other, and it's just like, that's why I chose that song. But if I had a choice, I would have done like probably Judas Priest, Rock Hard Ride Free or something, or
So
the Sentinel.
So they picked a song for you, huh?
Or an original, but yeah.
I mean, but the people at X Factor, the producers, they tell you what song they want you to do.
Satanic. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
That's the issue I have with shows like that and American Idol. I mean, they're good to a certain extent. It gives people a place to showcase, but it's so corporate. I mean, there are things like that. Oh, well, we'll have one metal act on, or we think, or they don't even want you to do an original song. They want to bring in songwriters and have you do other people's song, which that's great if you get a chance to showcase. But like, even just basing on the Metal Nights video I saw today, and prepping for our interview right now, I thought, wow, this is something original. It is so great. I'm just saying, why would you want, when you got talent to write a song like that, why would you want to cover somebody else's material?
Exactly. Look, they had like a list of songs for like options, but I'm kidding about the whole satanic thing. Like, I don't have a
Yeah, I
problem
get
with
you. I get
Satan.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think it's funny, like whenever like certain genres will look at rock and roll or metal, like if it's the devil and they just categorize everything. And I mean, I don't have a problem with the devil or Satan. I mean, fuck. I mean, can I say bad words? I don't know if
Sure,
I could
sure,
curse.
sure. It is just
Definitely.
be yourself, right? Yeah, yeah,
Whoop.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so I mean, I just wanted to touch that subject because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't judge any religion or whatever, but I just think it's funny. I have like a weird sense of humor calling that TV show the
I'll tell you
mainstream
what,
TV. It's
run with your
funny.
sense of humor. It's one of the things. It's one of the things that people to say about me. I try to find happy things in life, things to rather than think of negative things. I try to think of what's good in the world, so to speak. Or a lot of times, when I'm going through something, I try to I love to watch comedy movies. I love to have a. Somebody told me once, hey, what's wrong with you? You're always laughing. My response was, you should try it. but getting back to you, I think that's true. I think best advice is just to be yourself because I mean I can honestly tell you that we've done a lot of great interviews on This Is Metal, but this has been a real fun interview so far, and I think that's part of the reason your personality's coming out.
Nice. People think I'm sarcastic all the time, but I'm literally just saying, dude,
Yeah, yeah,
I love you.
yeah, yeah. And
It's
so,
funny.
how old were you when you knew this is what you wanted to do? I mean, was there a point where you just started singing and people tell you you had you should really think serious about singing?
I'm laughing because I started like straight out of the womb. No, it was like elementary school, but I made a serious career move when I was about 2 years old. I knew all my alphabets or something. No, but I want to show you something. Look, I have a lot of trophies here from like competitions and stuff. Let's see if I could take this off of this thingy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I've been cleaning. Well, actually, no, I haven't. But check this out. Okay, there's some trophies right there. I wanted to just show them.
Yeah.
So I'm just showing my trophies. I'm not tooting my own lemon, but look. So there's some there. My mom's gonna watch this later. She's gonna be like, "Why are you showing them that?"
You got to
All this.
start. Hey, Jessica, you got to start somewhere. And I will say this: who knows? Maybe one day you'll be nominated for a Grammy. I mean,
Whoa.
our friend Tom here didn't win a Grammy, but several of his songs on his latest album were nominated for a Grammy. And so you just never know if you've got that kind of talent in singing and writing songs.
That'll be amazing. That's like, wow, man. Damn.
She
Yeah,
definitely
I
has
didn't
the
think so.
talent to do that. She definitely has the talent to do that. And Fire Rock will definitely work as hard as we can to get her a Grammy or to get her into the Grammys. We're gonna do everything we can. The label is actually part of the Grammy voting now. So we will
Cool.
definitely we just voted for our good friends in KK's Priest. They're up, and we also voted for Dave Elfson and Dietz, his new band there, our Dietz. We definitely voted for those guys, and we want people to realize that rock and metal is here and they should be recognized. We were one of the first bands to come back. I mean, when we were in there a few years ago, we were like, people were like, who the hell are these guys? Well, our album sat on the Billboard charts for 18 freaking weeks. Excuse me. I almost swore, but I won't because Jessica's here. But we think
That's
she's got some great songs and we're going to get behind it. And maybe Jessica, at some point I might come out and help you a little production. Did you get my email that I sent you about that? But what I thought in the song you sent me should change a little.
Yeah.
Yes. I am definitely like open to these suggestions, and I'm so willing to work with what you think is best for the songs because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing the music and I'm feeling good when I'm doing it, and I don't know how to read that well.
Let me ask you. Jessica. Is there? Do you have a title for the new album that's coming out? Do you have a projected release date? Will it be this year? Or do you think next year?
Well, I will say the title of the album is Valhalla, and I want to say most likely the beginning of not like let me see
2024.
what's today
2024
2024. Yeah. Thank you.
And so, do you tour? Have you had a chance to tour much outside of Texas, or once the new album comes out, I'm sure that'll happen, right?
Definitely, I definitely want to hit up the West Coast. I mean, well, everywhere. I actually want to go overseas, so that'd be neat.
Yeah, let me
Toured
ask you
Canada
about,
before.
like
I'm
I
sorry.
said, I've heard about your band the last few years. What kind of response do you get from people around the world? Like you must, like a lot of musicians get fans messaging you, and it's got to be a great feeling when place in the world maybe you haven't even stepped foot in, and to know that people are purchasing your music, people are listening to your music on the other side of the world where you have never even stepped foot in or played.
I gotta say, man, it's been like it's shocking, really. Like the way people respond, they're like, people have cried, like, and
Yeah,
people have been like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, dude, I'm used to like San Antonio. I love San Antonio. They're very supportive, but we're all close, and everyone's kind of desensitized to my, you know,
yeah.
and it's just like it's cool. It's cool, but check this out. They still support, and I love them, and we're just close. So to see someone's response or reaction that never seen me sing before,
Yeah.
it, or the band, and they're just like, "Whoa!" And it's trippy, like to see people just buying the merch and it sells out, and I'm like, "Cool."
And I
So
imagine people
the
hear the
message is
voice
getting
and then they
across.
see you or they meet you face to face and they're like, huh, she
You're
doesn't look like
you're
I
like
thought she
shorter than I thought.
doesn't
Sorry,
look
say
like
it
I
again.
thought she looked. But yeah. Yeah. And I think it's cool because, Tom, like I said, it's not so strange these days to have a female fronted band, but um, it's still fewer and far in between. I mean, probably the last big female band was like the Butcher Babies. And again, I think when more people see Jesikill, they're going to be like, okay, they're the next big thing.
Cool. Well, I mean, I'm really heavily influenced by like Hart and Pat Benatar and Doro. You know
Powerful.
what I mean?
I mean, people mistake about Hart. Like when they think of Hart, they maybe think of those '80s MTV hits like Alone. But I tell you, go back to the classic '70s stuff. Even Barracuda.
That's
I mean,
metal.
that's full blown on metal.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, Hart's got some powerful stuff. You just have to check out the entire catalog. And
Yeah.
Pat Benatar, that's another one. I mean,
Shoot.
she's got to be in her 60s or 70s. She's still out there doing it.
They're powerful. Like to me, they're metal. They're metal. Like it's because to me, metal is not. It's not just only
It's an
like
attitude. It's an attitude.
it's a lifestyle. It's a way. Yeah, it's an attitude. That's how I feel about it.
It's like Pat Benatar, people categorize her as a pop artist because some of her stuff is a little more radio friendly. But if you get a chance to, I mean, probably the best known thing she's for is I'll hit you with the best shot. But if you ever seen her perform live or in concert or even just live videos, I mean, it's a lot more heavier than
Like
what was on.
Invincible.
Yeah,
She has like Invincible, like Hell is for Children, touchy subject, but
yeah,
people gotta know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love her. She's ballsy.
Yeah. So when you write your stuff, like typically, how do you create your songs? Like start out with a guitar riff. You write your lyrics first, and your lyrics. I was curious, are they based on like things you've lived through?
Definitely. They're okay. So whenever I start writing a song, sometimes I'll just sing some lyrics, just walking around my house, and I'll be like, this sounds pretty good. I'm like, you know what? I feel that. And I'll keep singing it for like days, and I'll be like, you know what? And then I'll just add on to it little by little. But I do write the guitars, like I write the skeleton of the song of what I want for the sound that I'm trying to come through with. And I come up with the structures of like the
Yeah.
key changes, tempo changes, and the feel, the roller coaster I want to take people on, and what message am I trying to send with whatever the lyrics,
Yeah.
whatever the song is about. I do have hired musicians usually come in and help me, by recording parts. But now I have a full band for Jesikill, which I know I'll be letting y'all know a little bit more about that in the near future. I don't know,
Well,
but if you want to know now, I
maybe
have
next time
someone here.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say maybe next time you come on the show, you could bring some of your band members. But we'd love to have that too. So Tom, I'm gonna throw it to you and take it away. And anything you want to ask Jessica?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, I know Dora Pesh very well, Warlock, the whole thing. I think
Whoa.
Jessica is on that level or above it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
her voice is just so good. And we're going to do everything we can to get you out there. And Jessica, we are so excited about your new album. We just can't wait. Here at Fire Rock, we're ready to go with you. So when do you think you're going to have it finished? And your new bandmates are really good. The ones and just so you know, Jay, she's actually a really good guitar player herself too. She
Oh, wow.
rocks.
Yeah.
Yes. But go ahead.
Interesting. So now the people, now do you have a different band that plays on the album than the guys that are in the band now?
They're different musicians now. Actually, I have one with my guitarist. We just came from the studio earlier, so he's here. Do you want to say hello?
Sure.
Pop in.
Sure.
His name's Smiles. Just to say what's up.
What's up, Smiles?
There he's helping me with the studio stuff. There's Smiles.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
I'm Jason Houston. That's Tom Collier. We're This Is Metal. So welcome to the show.
Hello.
So what's it like to be in this band?
Oh, it's freaking crazy, man. This girl is freaking talented. That's all I can say. I'm glad to be able
Let me
chance
ask
to
you,
work.
Smiles, have you gotten a chance to do any live shows?
with her. Not yet. I'm waiting for it.
So
Gladly.
you're a guitar player. They tell me she's a pretty smoking guitar player. Do you guys ever trade leads or anything?
Yeah, we do. She actually shows me what she would like to hear, and I try my best to bring it out for her.
And so I guess a good question to ask is how did you hook up with Jessica, or how did you find Smiles?
We actually, so his band, he has like, another band as well. This is Unorthodox, and they had a show with our band, Jesikill, and now we just like, hey, you want to work with us because we like your music and you like our music, so it's like, so now we just collaborated. And
I know it'd be like a crazy night, but you know what you have to do now? You got to play a show with both bands on the same bill.
Yeah. Double duties, man.
Double duty, double pay bill, right?
You said duty.
Duty.
Well, hey, Smiles, it's nice to meet you, and you can reach out to me or Tom if you'd like to come talk about your other project. We'd love to have you back. So you're part of our family now, and so thanks for coming on.
Of course.
So Smiles, actually, he's a wrestler, and he's been like teaching the entire band how to wrestle, because we're actually planning on becoming a wrestling band. So just show them your guns really quick.
Wow. Yeah. Impressive.
No, but for real, look, watch this.
And how much does something like that come in handy, like when you film a video like Metal Nights? Because I mean, man, I love the video. It was just something like you'd see on MTV back in the day.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I mean, it was like a real professional looking video. It's like just a band kind of up on stage. I mean, I just love the video. It's classic.
Thank you. That Metal Nights video, it's to me, it's like, okay, first of all, and most of all, like, I love being myself for everything that I do. And same thing with the people in my band. It's like, I say my band, they could call it their band too. Hey, it's our band.
The band is centered around you, but the fact that it's called Jesikill and that's your nickname, though, I kind of get the impression it's not a solo project, that you really kind of, when you talk about it, you talk it as like, hey, we're all in this together, It's
absolutely. So I want them to be themselves, and they want to be themselves, and I'm just like, go for it. So that video, Metal Nights, it's like everybody's just being themselves, and it's
Metal Nights kind of, to me, just watching the video, I got the kind of feeling like, yeah, we're in this metal thing together. You're our people. Come to the show. Very welcoming vibe.
cool.
Yeah. And so
Yeah,
I assume
we're
there'll
all
be more
together.
videos. I hope you guys will do more videos like that, because it's super cool. And just watching the one video, I was left with the feeling, man, I can't wait to hear the rest of this album or hear some more tracks, because if this one track is that good, the rest of the album's got to be just as good. I'll say this, Tom. We got the new metal queen on This Is Metal.
Thank you.
I agree. And Jessica, I'm going to be out in California in January. Actually, Jay's going to be there too with us. We're playing the Metal Hall of Fame show, and then we're playing the NAMM show. If you're in California, let us know. We'll take you out to dinner. Come hang with all of us guys. My band's going to be out there rocking. We're going to have some good times, man.
Oh yeah, I want to go. Yes, please.
We will definitely be there. And when you do your CD release party, I'm going to come in, and Mike Wilkerson's going to come in too. We're going to come see you guys. We're going to fly in to see you guys and support you and show you how Fire Rock does. When you're part of this family, we stand behind you, and we want to make sure you do the best. That's why we're getting press right now for you. There'll be more press. we're going to bring you back on this show. And actually, Jay has another show called Chaotic Riffs TV. I'm sure he would have you on that show
Sure, sure.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
You know, so
Thank you.
we'll get you some more press here, and we're really nice, and it's really great to meet Smiles too, man. You know,
Yeah.
very cool.
And we're just serious. Next time you come on the show, bring the rest of the band or whoever wants to take part in it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely, we will definitely, and we're just happy to have you on the label, and we want you to feel welcome, and you are part of the family. We're going to do everything we can. We take care of our family.
That's right.
Thank
And you're very lucky, Jessica, because you know, like I said, it's because of your talent, really. But you're welcome back here anytime because you happen to be signed to the people that that sponsor the show. So they do us a favor, and we love having. That's a great way that we get many of our guests. And I can just honestly say that the guests we've had on the show so far just really killed it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We had a guy, John Parker, who's a real good friend of Tom's, and he's not exactly what you'd call a metal act. He's more kind of like R&B, kind of funk blues bass. But we had him on, and you'd think, okay, what's a guy like that doing on a show called This Is Metal? But for one thing, we thought, okay, we could justify because he's a friend of Tom's. They've done shows together. And more than that, he's just a super nice guy. And not only did it come out to be one of the best shows we've done, but it came out to be pretty funny because John's got a great, if you watch your interview, you'll see John has a great sense of humor and his personality just so it's been a great experience doing the show, and we just loved having you on today. So you are welcome back anytime, like I said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to check out the footage of what you have.
Yeah.
What was his name? Say that again.
John Parker.
Yeah.
John Parker.
You can go on
Cool.
YouTube and just type in This Is Metal, and all our episodes will come up. Type in John Parker, This Is Metal, and it should come up. Or Tom can send you the link, or I'll be happy to send you the link. And before we go, that's a great place to end the interview. Where can people find you online if they want to?
Well, I've got Instagram and Facebook. Jesikill Official on YouTube. Jesikill Official on Facebook. Jesikill, the one and only, is my personal page. Y'all can reach out to me there. On Instagram, Jesikill, the one and only. Jesikill.
Remember the name, Jesikill.
Jesikill.com.
There you go. And last thing I will say, Jessica, is I hope it's going to be a full-length album because an EP would be great too, but it just leaves people wanting so much more. It's like, oh, this is all I get is 4 or 5 songs, so I know it's going to be a great full-length album, and I have no doubt it's going to kick ass. That's my prediction.
Thank you.
2024.
Thank you.
Jessica, thanks for being on the show. We really appreciate it. Tell Smiles we said thank you, and I look forward to keep sending those tracks over because I'm loving it, man. Keep sending them over.
You got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and next time you have a new single to release, we'll have you come back and talk about that just because we want to showcase you as much as possible.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Metal all the way.